Good morning. If you have decided to study and you want to become a professional hypnotherapist, keep watching our training videos about clinical hypnosis. Hypnotherapy is an effective technique with which you can help and improve the quality of life of a great number of your future patients. Remember, read the description of this video where you can find a link to free training classes on clinical hypnosis, and also you can download several ebooks also free. The information in this video is extracted from our book Direct Clinical Hypnosis, Deep Hypnosis, of our publisher Clinical Hypnotherapy, registered with ISBN. Direct Clinical Hypnosis, self-instructions for assertiveness, knowing how to say no, and requests. Self-instructions for assertiveness. Assertive behavior is behavior that involves the direct expression of one's feeling needs, legitimate rights or opinions, without threatening or punishing others, and without violating the rights of those people. Prayer requests. Being clear about the objective, knowing what we want, identification of the situation and one's own feelings. Look for the right moment, availability of the other person. Maintaining emotional control, deep breathing, self-instructions, and thought stopping. Verbal behavior, expressing the wish clearly, information, repeating the wish as many times as necessary, persistence. State your understanding of the other person's behavior, even if you do not agree. Respect for the rights of others, empathy. Do not argue. Do not counterattack. Do not make excuses. Reach an agreement. Non-verbal behavior. Direct gaze, eye contact. Distance depending on the situation. Tone of voice and volume appropriate to the situation and the message, but generally not tense, not anxious, firm and audible. Facial expression in line with the message. Avoid a tense expression. Gestures, not too many, appropriate to the message and the situation. Self-instructions on how to say no. Can you give an example of a time when you had to refuse to do something or say no? What happened? Self-assertion does not have to jeopardize the relationship with another person. Saying no does not imply criticism, nor does it mean that we dislike the other person or have something against them. Components. Letting the other person speak until he or she finishes, not interrupting. Say no without giving justifications. Use the first person. Repeat our message clearly and persistently. When the situation starts to become difficult, empathize with the other person. Put yourself in their shoes. I understand that you would like to. Repeat our message. No. Avoid emotional blackmail. Don't push me. Don't insist. If the person continues to insist, look away. Stop giving answers and leave. Do not show signs of alteration at a non-verbal level. Look into the eyes. Relaxed posture. Avoid mannerisms. Biting your nails, touching your hair, etc. Appropriate volume and tone without being aggressive. Give alternatives. We have two techniques that will help us to say no. 1. Scratchy record. A. Repeat over and over again what we want, without getting angry, irritated, without raising our voice. always finishing our sentences with our adjective. B. Give ourselves permission not to justify ourselves, if that is what we want. C. Stay on target. This makes it easier to reach an agreement, improving the relationship or at least not making it worse. 2. Fog banking. This technique is used for handling manipulative criticism. Sometimes, when we express our refusal, we can be subject to pressure or emotional blackmail, with the purpose of forcing our behavior. A. Agree with the truth. Acknowledge any truth contained in the statement they use. How can you leave me like this when I have done it for you so many times? Answer. It is true that many times you have accompanied me. In the face of the intention to make us responsible for their situation, they have not answered anything a bank of fog spreads. B. Agree with the possibility. I think you are selfish. Response. I may sometimes behave selfishly. You may be right. Acceptance is not of the being, but of the behavior. C. Agree in principle. Before. You should, you'd better. Response. I will take into account. I will think about it. Self-instructions for requests. Preliminary aspects. Look for the right moment. Have a clear and defined objective. Non-verbal behavior. Eye contact. Smile if appropriate. Verbal behavior. Call the person by name. Make the request directly, without beating around the bush. Use of the first person and conditionals. I would like, I would like. Repeat the request if necessary. Empathize. Understand the other person's position. Put yourself in their shoes. Offer alternative solutions to the objection or excuses raised. Negotiate a viable compromise. If we cannot achieve our full objective, opt for an intermediate solution. If the objective is not achieved, control emotional responses. Relaxation. Think of alternative solutions. If I have achieved the objective, express a positive feeling to the other person. Reinforce. If you're interested in learning more about clinical hypnosis, watch our next video, Direct Clinical Hypnosis, Self-Instructions for Expressing Negative and Critical Emotions. Remember, read the description of this video where you can find a link to free training classes on clinical hypnosis, and also you can download self-free ebooks. If you have any questions, add them in the comment area. On this topic and many others we'll talk about in the channel and in the videos that we'll publish. So, if you're interested, do not miss our next videos. Thank you very much.